Hey guys, it's Nick, and in this video I wanted to go over how I do some basing. I know someone had messaged me and asked me to do a quick video on it, and I will go ahead and take this opportunity to do so. So this is working on the Leadbelcher Army. I'm actually going to show you I did do some work with some green stuff. First attempt using green stuff. I think I did a very bad job, but I did take care of some of the gaps and the mold line issues, but green stuff can be used to plug up some holes in bases for any cavalry models or any bases that have holes in the bottom. This is actually a standard for the Nablar Trapper units, so I'm going to go ahead and take an old paintbrush and just put Elmer's glue or school glue, white glue, all over the base, and then you're going to go ahead and just put it into the sand and shuffle it around a little bit until the entire base is covered. So just to see it on a bigger model, we'll go ahead and take the Slaughtermaster model and paint up the entire bottom with Elmer's glue, and then go ahead and toss them into the sand bucket and do the same thing until the entire base is covered with sand. Going back to the saber tusks, you can see I did the same thing. The saber tusk closer to me, I ran out of sand, so I used a different grain, a different size sand and mixed it in there. And also you can see that the saber tusk, the model didn't fit, so I went ahead and put a rock under there. This way he sits more nicely into the base. Go ahead and prime them up, and you can see these saber tusks are all primed up nicely. And then we have the Slaughtermaster, his base is all primed up nicely too. And you can see I also have this one. Not entirely happy how the saber tusks came out finished project painted wise. However, this is for the basing, so you can see I took some dark brown and just kind of dry brushed it all over the base. And then I went ahead and took a bleach bone color or screaming skull, whatever, and dry brushed that even lighter. So it looks kind of dirty and messy, but you know what? Once the side of the base is done up and the flock is put on, it's essentially the quickest way I am able to base up my models without having any issues. Same thing here. I got this one nice and dark, and then since there's that sand texture, you can dry brush it. If you spend more time on it, it looks a lot better, but this army was getting rushed for Crossroads. You can see also here, I've got that lighter color dry brushed over. Plus the camera takes high-res photos, so you can see a lot of the imperfections on the photos that you really don't see once these guys are tabletop ready. So you can see there's some black spots that I missed that I couldn't see with my eyes here, but on the camera you can see. And that's it. So you have some texture looking, and you could probably pick colors that work out a little bit better. But let's go into some finished photos. And you can see once that grass is glued on, you go ahead and take regular Elmer's glue and do the same thing as you would the sand. Paint it on the spots that you want the grass, and then dump the guy in the flock or static grass, or sprinkle it on depending on how you want to do it. But yeah, it looks pretty awesome. Once you get the model on there, the imperfections on the bottom, you can't really tell that much because you're really focusing on the model, not on the base. So there's a close-up shot. And the saber tusks, like I said, don't like the way they came out. I was rushing, but the bases are done. The biggest thing is getting the sand on the base, because you really want to have some texture and some dirt or ground on the bottom before you put static grass on. But hope you guys enjoyed this basing video, and if you have any other questions about what I do with my models, feel free to leave them below. Thanks.